I was recently reading an article in the New York Times that talked about one of the biggest challengers that dieters face. Is it what to do with the chocolate mousse that suddenly appears at 7 o'clock at night? Not exactly, but kind of. One of the biggest challenges that people who diet face is decision fatigue. Face it, if you spend all of your day trying to decide, do I have the soup, the sandwich, or the salad? And if I decide to get the sandwich, how much stuff can I get on my sandwich? And if I have the sandwich now, what does that mean that I can have or can't have later? By the end of the day, you are exhausted from making decisions. And for many dieters, myself included, we hit a wall and finally decide to stop deciding. Whether you are making a decision for yourself about something in your work or your life, or you're making a decision as part of a group, one of the decisions you want to make early on is around what kind of decision you're actually trying to make. Sometimes you need to make a decision that is minimal, meaning you are trying to decide on something that meets the barest minimum of criteria. Anything that meets the bare minimum is the decision that you'll make. But sometimes the decision that you are trying to make is the maximal. You have a set of criteria, and the decision that you're going to make has to meet all of those criteria so that the bar is actually quite a bit higher for the decision you're going to make than the minimal one. Sometimes you might find that the decision you're making is one that is about moral. You are trying to make the most moral and ethical and just and value-driven decision for yourself, for your group, or for your organization. Sometimes the decision you're trying to make is one around morale, trying to make as many people happy as possible. What is it we can do that can cause the greatest amount of happiness for the greatest number of people? And a fifth kind of decision that you might be faced with is the middle. What can we do that won't please everyone, but will please enough people over here and enough people over here so that we know that we have pleased the middle? It's not the most, it's not the least, but it's the one that will make the middle number of the masses happy. And then one of the things you'll find is that many of your decisions meet more than one criteria. So I hope for you today that the toughest decision that you have to make is about which decision you have to make.